Lovely people, internet friends, survivors of the volatility. Welcome to this new episode. Episode 82. We've been going. Pretty focused episode today. Let's talk about for sure a little bit of the market, what's going on. Looks like we bounced. Let's talk quickly about Orca, what happened, why is it pumping. Exited the pool as well a couple of days ago. Got slightly lucky. And then in 20 minutes, we're gonna go meet the rest of the researchers, at least the people that are available. And we're gonna have to try to coordinate a couple of things. We need to prioritize some goals to achieve by the end of the week. Talk about what this Sub-DAO, what it is, what we're trying to do, and maybe give a time frame for those goals. And I'll require volunteers. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's the first time we meet. People are hard to get to talk. People are hard to actually, break their little bubble of comfort and come out and tell us what they think. It's hard. People are embarrassed about their accents. They think they're going to be ridiculed, or because they think they're going to say something stupid. It's weird. People need to get confident. We are just 19 people. Yeah, I have. These are all the researchers. Here, I'll show you. Very few people. This is everybody. We have requests for others to join, for new members, and most probably will require some to drop. I mean, people need to be helping on the DAO. That's the idea. Hello, Mida. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, what's going on with the market? How's things? Did we bounce? Yeah, it looks like we slightly bounced. Now, is the cat alive? I don't really know. I don't really care. Things are going like we're still in a bull run. Like might be going down, but sure, should be taking profit. We're still doing well. Was it an exaggerated fear of the Chinese housing market? Like no, not housing market. This huge conglomerate company, whatever it is, that is defaulting on $300 billion of debt. Evergreen or something like that. Yeah, whatever it's called. But I mean, people are scared that this might be a new 2008, a new huge global financial crisis. Come on, guys. Remember, the 2008 incident was like in trillions. And you had like insurance companies defaulting that were holding pensions, and this could create like a social like a class distraction. And yeah, Evergreen was probably, yeah, China Treasury goes brrr. Yeah, man, of course. What they're gonna let the whole thing collapse? You know what's the worst thing that this thing could bring? It's not the collapse of the world, of the financial world. Is people, Chinese and foreigners, investors, losing faith in the Chinese market. That would be pretty bad, but again, that's a macro fear, It's not, oh my god, Evergreen is going to to destroy the world. Nah. They just said that most probably construction and all these housing markets are not the best investment for the company, and they're shifting their goals. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. I think this is just the bounce back. Forget about Orca and like the forget about Orca because it's just huge news on the Orca side. Now the rest, I think, is just a bounce on the extreme dump couple of days ago. The evergreen boat that's stuck in the canal and the Evergrande Chinese. Yeah, of course, of course. I still don't remain bullish. We are still really high. If you go 1 year ago, if you roll the clock back, if you go, let's go. Actually, we have this coin market cap, and we can check the snapshot. Historical snapshots. Where were we? Where were we last year? In September 23rd. No, that's the closest, 20th. So, Bitcoin is at 10,000, and now Bitcoin is at 44,000. So, I mean, pretty good. Ethereum is at 371, and now it's at 3,100. It's like 8 times up. Pretty fucking good. XRP, 2 cents. How much is XRP now? It's like $2. Ah, $1. Oh my god, the cat is going crazy. The cat has the zoomies. Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Crash, if you want. Like, is it still around? Bitcoin Crash, yeah, it has tripled. My god. Polkadot at $4, that was a good investment. BNB at 26, that was a good investment. Chainlink at 9, a bit of a disappointment, right? 25. Yeah, it's okay. CryptoCoin.com is $1. Where is it now? Does it exist? Yeah, here it is. Oh my god, dumped so much. 17 cents? Ah, no, it hasn't. 15 cents. Oh, it didn't do anything. Litecoin was a good buy. Cardano was a really good buy. Look at this. Look at this. 1 year ago. That's 1 year ago, guys. Like, that's not ancient history. Look at Cardano. From 8 cents, 9 cents. Let's put it 9. Let's round it up. 9 cents. My god, to $2. 2.26. Whoo! EOS, what a disappointment. Tron, what a disappointment. Tezos, what a disappointment. Stellar, what is Stellar now? It was 7 cents. Does it exist? Stellar, 30 cents. What a disappointment. I mean, what? Everything is up at least 5 times. Where is Solana? Solana is at $2.87. $2.87. USD coin. What a disappointment. Look at this. It's between Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin Dynamite, and Nano. So guys, we're pretty fucking high. Pretty high. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. Woo! We still have 13 minutes until we go meet the researchers. The researchers are going to meet where? They're gonna meet here. They're gonna meet here on the researchers Sub-DAO meetup. We're gonna speak here. This is a place anybody can join, but only the researchers and the Class A members. What is it? Great Apes. Those people can only talk. Now, if someone else raises a good question, of course, is going to be invited. Arweave, yeah. What is Arweave? Arweave, 107, $3. Pretty good. Do you think we're still in bullish season? I mean, Solana did not dump as expected, but it speaks a lot of how strong Solana is. I think we are. I don't know, man. Maybe we have another leg up, but that's what you always say before the crash. Like, there is always going to you're always going to think there's going to be another leg up, and this other leg up will never come, and then you're gonna be holding the bag of shit, and yeah, you're gonna have to wait for 2 years to have like, you know, everything pump again, everything, and it's not going to be everything. Some things are never gonna pump. Some things are going to disappear, really. Let's go to Orca fast. We have 12 minutes. Orca has fucking pumped, If you go here and you see, look at Orca. Orca Parabolorca. Crazy. 20th, that's 22nd of September. It was $8. It's up to 14 and a half. 14 days. Look at this. Was $5. 5, and go up and away at 15. 3 times up in 3 days. Only in crypto, right? Only in crypto. It all depends on BTC. Of course, it all depends on BTC. Of course. Too late to buy Orca, I assume Louis wants to say, but he writes so fast that this came out. Yeah, like, guys, too late to buy Orca. I think yes. I think it's too late. I think $120 million market cap is Grape, but it's a bet. It's a big bet. There is not enough coin. The circulating supply is too low. 8 million coins out of 100 million. Like, it squeezes the price. There is not enough coins to satisfy the demand. Like, if you look at the investment partners, if you look at the but not too late to buy Coty. How are you doing, bro? It's all good. So I think it's just an exaggeration, like on the price of Orca. Like, it's Grape. I'm not denying that they are doing really good, but it's a lot. So what did they get? So they got $18 million. And who was leading? This is important. This is very important. I think the reason you see this craziness, this insanity in the graph, because, like, okay, I wanted to talk about Parrot, but that's not a good example because they raised $74 million. That's like 5 times more, 4 times more than Orca, which is different. While they stayed anonymous. So, yeah, Orca is a different play. Who should we compare it with? Like, it's hard. Should we say Radium? I think Radium is good. A good comparison. Like, Radium has a market cap of $800 million. Now, Orca, it's much smaller. No, I wouldn't say they can do it. It's hard. I'm thinking out loud here. $120 million. And a fully diluted market cap of 1.4. While the fully diluted version here is at 6.3 billion. It's hard. Like, it really depends on what Orca is going to achieve. Like, I want them to really compete with Radium by launching the IDO platform, because Radium, other than the first mover advantage and having a great team, Orca has also a great team, and they're doing a lot on the actual Breakpoint and Lisbon. They're releasing their NFTs and doing all these beautiful things, but it's hard to compete with Radium, actually. Hey, hi, Zaki AG. Hi, everybody else. It's hard to assess this thing, guys. I honestly, market cap to TVL ratio indicates that how's Radium's market cap to TVL ratio? 0.54, 0.33. You see, that's the thing. That's an important metric, I think, to see the strength of each one. Like, they have a 6 times smaller market cap, and they have 6 times smaller, more than 6 times smaller, like 8 times smaller total value locked in their contracts. I took some profit. Here, this is how I can put it to you guys. They even say it, the cracks. They even, like, Orca has, if you go to the Orca festival, you see there's Grape USDC. So it's already public knowledge. Now, this is something we're going to discuss on the DAO on Sunday, if we're going to actually incentivize the pool or not. If we're going to put a part of Grape for emissions, or we're going to have only a little bit of Orca being emitted. So let's like this is a topic for another time. So 6 more minutes. So go check the Orca Fall Festival. That's nice follow up on the Solana Summer. It's a cool story. I'm not gonna talk about the NFTs. What I wanna talk about is the follow the money thesis that we have here. This is an obvious play here. And why is it an amazing thing? Because look at who's leading. Of course, 3 arrows. Fantastic, beautiful. DeFi, super known, great minds. And you have, like, I don't know much about placeholder, so I will not comment much. But I know Polychain. I know Polychain very well. Very well. What's Grape available supply? Classic Rucci out of subject completely. Going, poo! What is Grape available? Rucci. So what's exciting on this is the Polychain, guys. Polychain with Olaf Carlson. Olaf, he's an inliner. He used to skate and graffiti and be a cool guy. I have some. There is a blade house where people like go and skateboard and shit here in Athens somewhere. And many years ago, him and his brother were hosted there and chilled there and spent a couple of days during a Greek summer. There was no crypto. They were not into crypto back then. But now, since 2016, 15, I don't know when, they have Polychain. They are a super fun, guys. If you see their portfolio, man, getting Polychain to lead is huge. They are known dumpers. Don't get me wrong. They will de-risk. They have their own shareholders. But they have insane synergies. I don't want to see the jobs. I want to see their fucking portfolio. Apply to Polychain. Brrr. So this is the big thing. The fact that, of course, they have 3 arrows, they have Jump Capital, the best market makers, and they are a decentralized exchange. They can have the market makers constantly working there. They have Sino Global Classic there with Matthew there going crazy, doing pulling weights and doing gorilla things. They got Coinbase Ventures, classic pump name. Butter for Soul, thank you, bro. Thank you. Congratulations to Grape. Yeah, it's not to me only. It's the whole community. It's all of us. You too as well, man. So you get Solana, of course, giving the stump. Sir, it's been stated that as a fact that Bitcoin and September are never in good terms. What do you think about how BTC is faring up in this month? What do you think they've been improving comparing to September's performances? Man, past performance doesn't indicate future, so no point at this at really speculating on this one. I mean, dude, as I showed with the historical snapshots, these were 10 times up. 2 minutes. We can talk about this a bit later. So let's enter here. Come on, join. Ah, maybe you can't see the channel. Wait. View channel. Yay. Aphrodisiac is saying, hi, is it bad that I'm only attracted to East Asian girls? That's a weird statement, man. Where is Legend? Legend. They can't see the channel. Fix it, man. Dude. Fix it, Legend. Why are you looking at me drowning here, not being able to find it? Who can't see the channel? Everybody should be able to see the channel. I don't know. The thing is, who can talk in the researcher thing? Everybody can see the channel and talk. Here, Zeratostenis is here. It's the people who are not joining. I see. Okay, okay. I'll tell them where to join. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Participating in man, yeah. When you said Grape there, I was like, whoa, Louis got scammed. Let's see who's joining. I see Starayush. Guys, understand that there is a delay between the Twitch channel and the Discord, so it's going to be really weird if you have both of them on. Let's get a couple more people. Let's wait in order to start. And so the idea, guys, here now is that we need to set a few goals, achieve as many as possible during this call, and set a deadline for all the goals to be achieved by Sunday. That's the main thing. So until people arrive, and I'll give them maybe another 4 minutes. Let's give them in Greece we call it the academics quarter, which means shit can happen and you can be late up to 15 minutes. Anything above 15 minutes, it's rude. Oh, but I'm so used on talking that I always push to talk even when I'm streaming. Yeah, so the Discord can hear me. What's up, everybody? I see Starayush, I see Zakbert, I see Ratostenis from the research team. Where is Legend? Like, Legend has... where are you, man? Aren't you a fighting researcher? Let me see. I'm pretty sure I saw you somewhere here, aren't you? You're not. What? I was sure you were.
I am not in the research team.
Okay. Did we remove you?
Yeah, probably.
Why? You were not contributing. What happened?
I don't
or
know.
you...
I mean, I contribute, I speak a little, but I don't
We'll ask Dean.
know. Yeah, but probably did.
Yeah, I haven't done it. Not me.
So I'm like an unofficial researcher. I'm illegal.
The good thing is that even if the people miss it, there's going to be the VOD so people can see what we spoke about and they can chip in by chat.
We will see if the people are gonna watch the VOD though.
We'll figure it out. So let's start with what we have and see where we can go with tonight's subjects. So we need to, for sure, get until the end of the talk 2 volunteers to help on coordinating a couple of stuff, and it can't be me. At the moment, we have 3 main products coming from the Solana Alpha Sub-DAO, let's put it, the researchers. And this is the chat itself, where someone can actually browse and read what all these people that are constantly researching Solana projects are talking about. So if you go through today, you're going to see the leak protocol announcement supporting Solrise. You're going to see Oxygen and Radium being listed in Kraken, and then you're going to see some talk. Like TMNX is an amazing researcher. He's superb. Like one of the best we have.
TMNX is the next SBF, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and we're all a bit salty against Oxygen. Maybe at least this is my understanding, because it's the one that has been underperforming. So there's a lot of alpha, and then you have Dizzy Lizzy, man. What an amazing guy! He's like, hey, I'll connect you with Marinade Finance. Boom, brings on the Marinade Finance. Like, what a fucking guy! The community is amazing. You get Durden from the Solana update, super smart. Gets into detail, gets Zuckerberg. Man, you are a superstar. You are one of the main people driving this DAO and doing it, like keeping it so how can I say it?
I don't think Zuckerberg is
Alpha
hearing
quality,
you.
you know. And here is Legend. I think you're not a researcher because you're crew.
I'm illegal.
Am I a researcher? I don't think I am. I am. Maybe I am.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Eratosthenis, he's been delivering so much alpha in PMs. I had to actually tell him, hey man, you should be posting this shit in the channel. Like, what the fuck? Like, I can't be enjoying all the alpha by myself. It really just defines the whole idea of sharing this information. Sharing is caring. So yeah, lots of beautiful people. So the Solana Alpha is extremely important as a product. Then we have the Metaverse Explorer summary video. He did the first one, and I loved the way he approached it. Quick, to the point, and really like containing quite a lot of alpha. And we need to, and the third And the third one, the third product of this of the researcher team should be, which is not yet there, is that spreadsheet. We need to somehow aggregate all this information and make it digestible to people outside our little like expert circle, and maybe then package it in a different form. But in order to get to the different form, we need to somehow make this spreadsheet work. If it's not a spreadsheet, it's going to be something else. You guys are going to help me on this one, and I'm just laying out what we're gonna talk a little bit, and then I'm gonna give the mic to everybody else, and I should shut up and maybe talk a little bit again in the end. So these three products, the Alpha Chat, the Metaverse Explorer summary video, and the spreadsheet, the three products of the researchers. The second subject we need to talk about is of how we're going to be adding and removing new members, what's going to be the procedure. There is Etherkai is, for example, one of, he's been delivering quite a lot of information. He's doing it in a very nice form. He's been very active, and he needs to join, but there is no formal method of joining, so we need to define that. And the last one that if we have time, but the idea here is to actually put it, give a couple of days to everybody to talk about that, is to pull some funds together, some Grape, maybe, and sell a portion, and then buy other Solana projects and create a small researchers fund that will be managed by the small team. At the moment, we're like 19-20 people, and it's totally manageable. So these are the three subjects. Most important thing is the product that we are producing. How can we make it better? And I'll need for sure a volunteer to help the Metaverse Explorer create those summary videos, make them thematic, so they are searchable on YouTube. So DeFi strategies today, Solana gems tomorrow, NFT mints the third day. Like, it shouldn't be every day, obviously it should be every week, every second week, I have no fucking clue. Whenever there is enough content, and if there is really hot alpha. And the other volunteer I'll need is outside those three subjects, those 3 points, and it's mostly about some second person other than me organizing a researchers call, again, once a week at a different time zone, so more people can participate. So these are the two volunteers, and let's see how can we improve our product. All the researchers can by default unmute themselves and actually speak freely.
I can start. So regarding the spreadsheet, I mean, I'm very bad at Excel or Google Docs organizing stuff, but if someone does it, we then can categorize it, the project, the description, the alpha, then we can have a section with the approval. So every researcher can see the alpha and then, I don't know, can approve of the alpha if it's good enough or if it's bad enough. No, that's an idea at least. Regarding the second topic, the metaverse, it kind of involves like a guy from the calendar, a guy from the researcher team, saying to the metaverse what's happening through the Discord and some news, what's happening. So involves a lot of guys be around and telling him a lot of stuff to be put in the videos. And regarding the what was it? The fund, the Grape fund.
Yeah, the Grape fund, pulling some
I
funds
mean,
and actually creating something that's fun. But this is like, it's important to actually talk about the product. I think
I mean,
the chat. Maybe we can do it in what's it called, in threads. I don't know.
I think I don't know. First, we need people to manage the fund. Trust people, trustable. and I know can be one members of the staff or not the staff team member.
Yeah, man.
And
I can be
yeah, it can be
executing.
you
I
literally.
can
Yeah.
be
And
executing the things according to the DAO's decisions. I'm not gonna be doing things that I'll do it with my fund. I don't need to do
I
it with the
mean,
researchers' fund as well.
Grape fund can be as well. It can be done in the Soulrise, for example,
Yeah, of course, that in that fashion.
and
Obviously.
everybody can fall at least. And
Yeah.
yeah, if one research or a gorilla class A can donate 1K, Grape will also donate, put in the pool together. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's the last in the thing in the agenda. We need to really focus on optimizing the product. So,
Oh, okay.
who can be the person helping once a week, Metaverse Explorer, like, shine some light on what we are building here and all this information, because there is so much information. You can really trade on this info.
That's the thing. It's so much information. When you need at least not one person. You need like 2 or 3 person. I know,
Man, let's
because
start with
one person is not gonna say everything. Like, can forget 1 or 2 things.
no,
That's
but
the
you're
thing.
just gonna, man. No, you're gonna put place. You're gonna put like some bookmark saying, okay, this week is Orca funding, is radium and oxygen listing. It's what's it called?
But isn't that what Solana update does?
It does it in a newsletter form. This is a video format.
So a video form.
Yeah, this is a video format, and this is under the umbrella of Grape. Like, the Solana update is beautiful, but it's a daily thing. It has other very small details that are not so much alpha related. Like, maybe you can't trade on them. Like, the fact that Orca has a moving background is not a tradable thing.
Oh, so more in-depth research in the video.
In video format, quick, for people. Like, you can like, it would last what, 10 minutes, go very fast, and let it be a chat underneath, or people join the community
Not
to ask
financial
questions.
advice.
Exactly. And the community is also preparing an intro and an outro for the video. So who can be that volunteer?
I mean, I can help, but I need to
No,
know
not
what.
you, man. Not you, not me. Like, we have other fucking things to do. And we can't be like, the reason you are not a researcher, and the fact that I was also not a researcher during the emission schedule, is because we said that the team is not going to be getting from the roles. It would not be fair. But by default, you're part of every Sub-DAO as part of the team. Not for a very long time. Like, as the project evolves, we're gonna drop off. But for now, we need as many people as possible to help out. I also understand that from the 18 people and the many, like, maybe not 18, but at least 6 said, yeah, we're gonna join. Not many attended. But this doesn't really matter. Just because we have it in a video format, they can go watch and then they can decide. So, can I have some proposals on how we can improve the product, or any other ideas you have, additional products that you might have in mind? Come on, Eratosthenis, I know you can you can talk. Or Zachbert, I know you can talk as well, man.
You know, I'm happy to talk. In terms of video production, I think video production is definitely a unique skill. I think it has to be someone with a proven capability to make videos quickly.
Yeah, but
I'm not exactly
the Metaverse Explorer is going to be making the videos. The only thing he needs from the researcher is just to make the information he's going to include in the video digestible.
See, I got confused. Is Metaverse Explorer a person?
Yeah,
That
he's a
someone's
guy
idea?
that made a video about the Solana Alpha, and he included everything we spoke about during last week in his video.
I see. So I mean, it might be a natural step to invite him into the discussion and see what kind of format he needs. But is he looking for like an outline of topics to cover?
Yeah,
Is he looking for like a week?
like just to actually pick a couple of subjects from this endless chat we have on the Solana Alpha chat, and tell him like, okay, this week include in your video this DeFi strategy, the Orca funding, the this NFT mint, and 3 more things like. And he'll create a video for 10-minute video. He will go to the information in the chat, research a little bit, maybe ask a couple of questions, and he'll produce a weekly video.
Maybe, once a week we could go through the chat, identify the new ideas and strategies and topics that were discussed, put them into a poll format, and then run the poll. And then he could choose to cover the top most popular ideas.
Hello, everyone in the.
I mean, we could just do it like that. We could just once a week we could go through and do a recap. The other idea is to keep a running document of ideas. Whenever you introduce something or see something that you feel should be covered, put it in the document.
Yeah, we'll need someone to take this responsibility and really bring it to completion. We can't hear you, or at least I cannot.
He's not talking.
Okay.
I can't volunteer for that. I mean, to my mind, there's been a lot of volume in the channel lately, and that, well, I think it's a net positive. It does also.
Hello, everyone,
the
and
consequence
so
of that
without
is it
further
creates
ado,
more work to
enthusiastic
sift through
NFT,
it
Solana Eco.
and to figure out the best bits, right? I'm not sure that I have the bandwidth for that. I'd be more interested in volunteering to work on the research fund, but maybe we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, and anything that is worthy of being featured in the video could also be allocated to an investment strategy, right? So we're kind of putting our money where our mouth is. If we think it's good enough to be in the alpha video, then we could allocate our funds to it before the video launches. Even better.
Yeah, I see your point. Yeah, definitely. That also increases transparency.
Right. That way, sort of the video, also, we can have a track record for, how we've been performing, along with the video for anyone who wants to follow along. And, ideally, my long-term vision for the fund is to make it so anyone who wants to just park their capital can participate. But, that's kind of like a ways away.
That's it's definitely doable through Solrise Finance platform. Anybody who wants to follow this fund can do it.
Right. I looked into Solrise. I was maybe there's some new features that I couldn't quite see yet. I did see the ability to do basic trades, as far as the ability to do like a bunch of complex things like stake here and then go through marinade and pair it an infinite number of times. I don't know if that can be replicated as easily through Solrise, though. I do like the idea of like more of a mutual fund type of structure an open-ended fund where you can just put in capital and it will just be allocated proportionally across the strategies. But I think that's definitely at least a month in the future. I think we should get started a lot more gradually, just with small allocations, and especially if they're just a portion of the emissions, the researchers, then it's like, I don't want anyone crying because they lost money, right? I mean,
Yeah,
when
I
things
get
are
your
good,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to be from the emissions, or we can find a different way. Like I think though that having an NFT vault and having a fund that will also engage in complicated strategies is naturally going to come, and definitely is part of the goals of the DAO and the researcher team. But I think packaging the product to cater it to other people, to a larger portion of the community, and also demonstrate what's going on in here is a higher priority.
I think it's a good idea. We definitely want to scratch our own itch, right? Right now, the way I see it, there's so much volume of content going through the Solana Alpha channel that it's just impossible for me to get fully caught up into everything. I don't have the bandwidth to investigate and then execute all the strategies. I mean, for some of these platforms, there's a learning curve. For others, there's like a little bit of critical thinking required. But I think the group is smart enough that we have this sort of hive, like, what's it called? Wisdom of the commons, right? We have like a common group here that everyone has their own area of expertise, is involved. And I think if we just once a week we poll and we list the top ideas, maybe we have like, maybe once a week there's 24 hours where anyone can submit their favorite idea from the past week for a poll, and then over the next maybe 12 hours or whatever, voting occurs. And then once the voting happens, capital gets allocated into the top strategies, and the top strategies get fed to Metaverse Explorer for inclusion in the video.
Okay,
Something like that.
I really like the way you put it. I love it. So what we're gonna do? So let me like repeat it so I make sure I understood it correctly. Every week we're gonna give a deadline, a 24-hour window for people to submit their suggestions, and at the end of those 24 hours, we vote, or we're gonna have another 24 hours of voting, of a window of voting, and the top ideas, the top alphas are actually included in Metaverse's video, and also are added in a spreadsheet or in something like that.
And maybe we go ahead and we make an allocation to those ideas. There's going to be some amount of process iterating with this, right? Because one is that we're going to encounter like short-term alphas that go stale after 24 hours, right? Like maybe like a hot mint that gets announced last minute. So that can't be included a week late. There's no point to it.
Yeah, there's no point, but I'll make sure to include it in my stream. Durden will make sure to include it in the Solana update. We're gonna have it written in this chat, which can be, this chat is accessible not as they can't type, but they can read, the Class B members. So the alpha is here. Okay, we can't package everything in a daily format. This is beyond our capabilities, at least now and in the near future.
The other thing is that, over time, some of the strategies are going to go stale, right? So, like, I'll give you like a simple example. Let's say, week one, we, vote to allocate in, the brand new token, SBF token, right? And then maybe by week three, we learn some new information and we see that's no longer a good idea. So we need some sort of mechanism to vote to also remove old strategies and to communicate strategies that we no longer think are worthwhile.
I'm taking some notes at the same time because I really like the first process you proposed. I'm going to.
Maybe actually, when people are submitting ideas in the 24-hour window, they can submit both new ideas and they can and also ideas that they want to vote against, right? And then we can also have two polls. We can poll for new things that we want. We can poll for things that we want to stop doing.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, we need then. Wow, we need someone to actually. Which again, we're gonna give. I'm gonna detail all these things that we're talking about, and I'm gonna give a window until Sunday, where I'll want us to have a chat. Doesn't need to be a voice com thing, but until then, I want to have a volunteer to organize exactly what we're describing here. And of course, I expect until then to hear people disagreeing or doing this or proposing something else. I think King Richard here says that we need to create another channel. I don't think creating another channel solves anything. We can do this in a video or text format, in a blog or in a Medium article or in any other way. Having more channels is just more confusing. It's so hard. And look how many we already have. Do you have any person that you could maybe propose that would be a good volunteer so I can volunteer him? I know it doesn't sound very democratic, but slowly.
So volunteers to do the Solana Alpha recap weekly.
Yes, the recap. Not really recap, just to put together the document and assign, like say, okay, now guys, you need to submit your proposals for the metaverse explorer videos and the or things that we need to remove from our lists, or we need to stop doing, or we need to include in the spreadsheet. Okay, we don't need to really find the volunteer here. We can actually give until Sunday easily for people to think about it, and I'll try to write it as detailed as possible. We'll see. We'll see who is going to actually want to put some work. And again, guys, there is, as you see, there are emissions. There is going to be payments for all these things.
I see people tagging other people in the Solana Alpha. Quite rude to tag other people to do it when you're not doing
Yeah,
it.
I said volunteer someone so I can see where.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a joke to volunteer someone.
I mean, I know we don't have all the researchers now, but when all the other researchers saw the VOD, we hope to have at least one or two.
Yeah, I mean it's Ceylon, is Ayano, is Barndog, is Blumber, it's Childer, Dizzy Lizzy, Durden, Eratosthenis, Jamon, LU, Rhinorca, Stompoka, Tariq, TMNX, myself, YOLO, Zackbird, and Krex. Very few people. Now, from the people that I just listed, there are plenty that are not participating, at least anymore.
You know, I'll say this. We may want to have a researcher only channel, not open to the public, just for the purpose of like weekly voting and submissions. You know, otherwise it's going to get too chaotic if we run a poll in the channel and any grade 8, you know, confuses with throwing in a vote.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
want the
for sure.
researcher to be there to keep the quality bar high and to like maybe, you know, someone else contributed the idea, but the researcher has to be the person to, you know, validate it and put their personal endorsement on it by submitting it and then voting for it. Yeah,
Okay, yes,
you know,
I understand. Very important.
yeah, and I'll go one step further. We can use this as a way to track who's active and who's not. You know, and maybe there could be a requirement to be present for participating in voting at least like 75% of the month, something like that. We could set some sort of requirement there.
Okay, yeah, okay. So we need another channel, only visible to researchers that will propose things and researchers, new submissions. So we should
Like maybe
actually
like
pick a voting day, so that we're gonna vote on the new applicants and vote on the submissions of the week. It should happen on the same day.
right, yeah. I think probably a weekend is best. I think a lot of us do have day jobs with responsibilities. Besides Grape. So
Yeah, makes
you know,
sense. Maybe Sunday.
you know, yeah. To me, maybe maybe it could be Saturday is the day for submitting ideas and nominations, and then Sunday is when the voting occurs.
I mean, it looks fine
And
by
then
me. Like it can be the end of the Saturday and 24 hours till the end of Sunday.
Yep, it's beautiful.
That is my opinion. We have more people here.
Hey, sorry I joined late. Work obligations to make sure I'm understanding. So this will be new potential researchers submitting stuff to us on a Saturday. We'll have basically 24 hours to review and then vote that following Sunday.
No. It would be strategies from the past week that we've already spoken about, people have discussed them, etc. And we're going to propose our favorite strategies, our most precious alpha, which one do we believe was the best this week? Was
Gotcha.
it that? And then we have 24 hours to actually vote which ones should be included in the video. At the same time, we can vote on potential new additions to the team, or removals, or maybe having a small topic or a 30-second mention during the Metaverse Explorer video saying stop doing this strategy because it's not worth it anymore. Maybe the yield is low, or the interest rate is too high, or whatever.
Yep, understood now. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think as far as submitting new researchers, it could be very simple. If their idea gets included in the weekly top ideas, it's voted on as a top idea and is submitted in a video. That's how they get in. So they really have to put up a quality idea. It's sort of like a forcing function.
Yeah, I like it as well.
I mean, idea or alpha. Imagine like a unknown protocol, and then he knows some alpha and it's gonna be big and stuff. It can be as well. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I see.
yeah. I mean,
Doesn't need to be only strategies, you know.
but it has to be actionable. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. I mean,
It
yeah,
has-
I don't want people to just post a Twitter link and bam, what is this? It doesn't say shit about it.
Right. I mean, there has to be some sort of like, because I think at the end of the voting, we should have several ideas that have and strategies, ideas, tokens, whatever, that are like very clear. Like, you can take your money, and we're gonna put the money into them, and we're gonna create our own portfolio using these ideas. Right. So even if your idea is like, okay, yeah, uh, Alameda is spending a lot more money advertising FTX, then maybe your idea is open a long position on FTT. Right? So like any idea or strategy should have like, one, the rationale, like why it's a good idea, and two, like the concrete action you should take to execute. So like maybe the action is open a long position. Maybe the action is go to port finance and marinate and go repeat these steps, blah, blah, blah. Maybe the action is minting NFT. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the action
Yeah.
is stake Ethereum. But every idea should have like a clear a concrete action.
So
Like if
to make
alpha,
it
then action.
to make it clear, so every proposal needs to follow a two small paragraph format. The first one is the
Guideline.
description, the second one is the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, and I love this. I love this because I'm already taking notes. I'm going to just paste that on and pin it on the channel in the end, and I'm gonna also mention that we're gonna vote on Sunday about the additions, removals, and new and this process that we just described here. I hope there is going to be a huge conversation underneath. People are talking about tracking activity. It's really hard, guys. I think we're a small bunch, and we can see who's actually contributing and who's not.
I mean, manually you can do it by picking the Discord ID and on search bar, and you can look at his activity in certain channel.
Well, I mean, you can also just see whether someone ends up submitting an idea or not. It's very binary, right? They either contribute to the weekly submission process or, you know, or they don't. And, you know, sometimes the idea can just be, you know, there's no clear opportunity because I think that there's too much risk and volatility. So my idea is to keep a cash position. I think that's a perfectly valid idea, right? So the idea and the action, the concrete action could be maintain a cash position. So people shouldn't feel like forced to make moves just for the sake of maintaining their active status, but they should be forced to submit some strategy with some regularity.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I love the approach. I see people listening to us. I see Eratosthenis, Childermas, Tariq, Starayush. You guys, cracks, you are all researchers. If you're disagreeing with anything, or if you all agree with what we are saying, please let us know in the chat.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm trying to think through is I will, you know, fully admit I'm probably one of the least active. They're trying to be more active researchers, but I'm also not a trader by nature.
By the fact that you're here, this is extremely important. Like to me,
Yeah.
this is one of the most important things. That you're here and you're not afraid to speak. So you shouldn't worry about it. Everybody contributes in a different way.
So like my ability to contribute, or my main way for contribution, I think, is more like an actual research of like what is happening with companies, or like what new projects look promising, things along that nature. That's more of, you know, I know it's a joke of saying in it for the tech. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, we'd all like to make money, but you know, the tech is very interesting to me, and the projects are very interesting to me. And so, you know, that's, you know, I'm a huge believer in the power of decentralized finance to really democratize finance for many people. And, you know, unfortunately, living here in the US, we have regulators who view this differently, much differently. And so, yeah, like that's, you know, my interest in at least the value add, you know, that I think I can bring to this. And I really like the form that's been shared around recently about, you know, how do we vet new companies that kind of have a, you know, Grape stamp of approval, so to say, because we want that to mean something. You know, it's a value add that Grape will have in the ecosystem. So.
Yeah, you can also maybe, if you want, you can take the task of organizing a second meeting for people in different timetables. You said you're in the US. I'm in Europe. I know lots other people are in a similar timetable with me here. It's like 10:30 at night, so it's a good time. Maybe it's not a really good time for you. Maybe you can actually organize another talk during the week with other people.
No, it would happy. Yeah, no, I would be happy to. Is like I said, you know, I joined this one late because of a work commitment, and I'm gonna have to leave in a few minutes, you know, to deal with another work commitment.
Beautiful. Should I put your name
so,
then and tag you and let people know that you will try to put together another group during this week to actually talk about exactly the same things and share the format and maybe give them a TLDR of what happened today?
Yeah, I'll take a look at the notes, you know, that you post from today's, and today's already Thursday, so I'm not sure about, you know, this week per se, but, you know, look to get something within the next 7 days, so to say.
Beautiful.
So like early next week or something to give people some time. Yeah, certainly look to do that.
And Child, I just want to follow on to something you said, like when you said there's companies or projects that you're excited about in it for the tech. You know, if there's something that's exciting to you, then you could probably say your idea is to allocate it, even if you aren't 100% sure on the fundamentals, right?
Mhm.
Because sometimes it's just about gut feel. And if it's the project is early stage and not available for trading, maybe your idea could be, allocate, to this project once the token launches. That could be the idea that gets voted in. And then it gets and then if it achieves consensus, right, then we just earmark our calendar to do an action in the future.
Okay,
Exactly,
that makes
the
sense.
calendar gets into the mix there and adds that project to the calendar, and then we can take action once there is something there for us to invest in or to strategize on.
Sounds good from my end.
Nice. I see also people on the chat agreeing, which is beautiful. Very helpful. Thank you, guys. Which this solves both product side improving, which feeds stuff into Metaverse Explorer's videos. I'm going to share the video again, Zachbert, so you can take a look. He did a really good job because he did it in a fast and precise way. He did not monologue like I do during my streams. So we're solving that and adding and removing members and all strategies from the channel from all our documentation. Let's say slowly we should have a documentation. What we're missing is a volunteer to actually maintain a ledger of all these things. This is what we need we need to identify that superstar until Sunday. That's what I want to do. That's our mission. I'll create the channels for us to vote. It will be something that should not have any discussions. All the discussions at least should be on the Solana Alpha, and we should just keep proposals and votes over there.
More channels.
I agree.
It's going to be a secret channel. It will be visible only to 19 people. Okay, only if you have a researcher role you'll be able to see this channel.
The elite of Grape.
But everyone in Solana Alpha and the general public will get, access to it once we do the voting, right? So once we make our allocation on the top ideas, then we'll share it with the Solana Alpha channel.
Exactly.
And then it'll go to, right? So they get first dibs before
yes.
public.
With the idea of having a separate channel is for us not to be distracted with endless conversations and comments from people that it's nice to conversate, but we should keep it precise on proposals and voting without others having the ability to alter this the decision making without being researchers, just by being great apes. King Richards is saying, is suggesting a form of education. The thing is, man, by being in Grape, in this community, you will be Solana educated. If you ask a question about liquidity pools, if you ask a question on how, on how to navigate DeFi on Solana, which wallets, how to merge accounts, how to migrate accounts, how to delete accounts, all these things, all these little details. Dude, this is where the community is. We are all teachers and we are all mentors to new Solana people. We are a constant form of education. So I don't think we need any process facing outwards to educate people. We are here. The community is open. You can have the lowest amount of Grape to join this community, and there is no way your questions won't be answered. And the education, man, putting together is a lot of work. If we have the Solana Alpha products streamlined, then yeah, we can undertake more tasks. But we need the Solana Alpha first in place, then we can focus on having an NFT vault or what's it called? Pooling of funds in order to get some kind of index fund or whatever we're gonna call it, a Grape fund. And then we can look at creating even more products.
I like the idea of lowering the barrier to entry, because a lot of people who want to get educated don't actually care. They just want to make money and be involved early, right? So if there's a way for them to mindlessly park capital through buying an NFT, you know, or just sending, you know, Sol or USDC or Grape, whatever it is, right? Yeah, I think that's the result that people want. You know, it's like the Henry Ford. If people ask me what they want, they'd say, "Get me a faster horse." You know, I don't think most people actually care about how to use Solid and, you know, VPN and deal with the DeFi mechanisms and all that. They just want to make money. And that's kind of what we're here for. We're here to take the things that are exciting technically and figure out how to make money with it.
Yeah,
I don't
this
think we should
involves
be
someone building smart contracts and a non-custodial way of keeping funds and managing funds. So we need to start before this tech is in place.
Oh yeah. Oh, I agree. But baby steps, right?
Exactly. Like we can have sub funds where it doesn't need to be researchers. You can just have you can issue an NFT, give it to a small bunch of groups, create a gated channel to this NFT, and then everybody puts together 100 USDC, and they suddenly have a Sub-DAO fund that is completely unrelated to Grape, but it is still very related to Grape. So, I mean, the Grape product and the Grape toolset is going to facilitate seamless interactions like the one I described. It's going to be part of the whole Swiss Army knife that we're creating. But until this is ready, we can do it in a different way. But I insist, the Solana Alpha and the packaging the information is going to lead to the implementation, the creation of this financial vehicle.
Absolutely. But that's also why we need to keep the conversation, the Solana Alpha, a little higher quality.
Standards.
You know, I think there's a place. There's no stupid questions, and you can ask. You know, but
yeah, definitely. Especially in crypto, man, everything's so complicated once you join this universe.
Yeah. I think we have a good alignment, right? So to recap, it sounds like what we're going to be doing is a separate researcher-only channel. On Saturday, maybe from 0 to 24 UTC, we'll allow submitting the best ideas currently, their favorite ideas. People can submit more than one idea. They can submit ideas to stop doing. And then on Sunday, we'll vote. And then after the voting, we'll do the allocation. And then we'll submit to Metaverse Explorer. And then, you know, I think there was some agreement. I'm not sure we achieved consensus that when you submit an idea, if it's not yours, right? If you heard it from someone else in the jungle, or maybe a Class A member in Solana Alpha, you just tag them and credit it. And if their idea ends up getting voted to the top, whatever top 5 ideas, top 3 ideas, whatever, then they can get the researcher tag.
Yeah, yeah. As long as they, of course, want it and are willing to put the
Right.
time and stay around. Not okay, I found one, I dropped it, and I'll be a researcher for life. It can't happen. In that new channel that we're going to have, I already have, for example, Etherkai that is has been already contributing. You can go and check what he has written in this channel. He already is also a great ape. So in order to be able to type here, I will write why I think this guy should be a researcher on the new, what's it called, on the new channel that is
Proposal.
going to be visible, and I expect the rest of the researchers to vote on him being yes or no. Additionally, I'm going to propose a couple of people that I've seen inactive. I want you and the rest of the people to do the same. If you think we need to self-police this group. I do not take a cut from the emissions of this group. So, in the end, my word shouldn't carry much weight. At the moment, it carries exactly the same weight as yours. But since I'm not getting a part of the emissions, the groups needs to self-police without me, eventually. For now, of course, every Sub-DAO has a representative of the team, and I'm here to completely be full-time to this, to the Solana Alpha. All right. I think we covered everything. We have already one volunteer. Thank you, Childermas, for volunteering during the next week to get the people together on a different time zone to discuss those things, change any procedures, or enrich them. And we're missing one volunteer to actually aggregate a little bit the information that will be fed into the Metaverse Explorer, and yeah, we have also a way of reaching consensus once a week. I think it has been a very successful hour of conversation, and thanks to you, Zuckerberg, and Legend, and Eratosthenis, and all the people that actually attended, and King Richard, and everyone. Really, thank you. If anybody has anything else to add, please go ahead. But we've already been doing 1 hour, so I don't want to keep you here forever. All right.
Thanks for organizing, everybody. I got to drop now, but look forward to seeing the notes from what I missed at the beginning, and we'll look to organize the next one for people in other time zones.
Beautiful. Again, guys, let's end it here, and let's meet again. Yeah, I'll write down another proposed date and time for us to meet and discuss again things. I expect another meeting to be held in different time zones, and expect within the next 24, but 12 hours, maybe a little bit less, to send all the notes and the descriptions of the procedures. And the 19 people that are researchers should soon see the extra channel for voting and proposals. And that's it. Thank you all.
So yeah, guys, see you next time.
It's hard, guys. Decentralization is a really hard thing. Decentralization is a fucking hard thing. Like, oh my god, guys, this is fucking hard to get to coordinate, because people have different time zones, people have different personalities, they have different levels of easiness to talk and describe and do all these things. They all mean good. Most, like 99% of people mean good, but still, we have a long way to go. Slowly, the tools are going to be enriched and they're going to help in this in the governance system. Grape is here to develop all these necessary modules to coordinate the decision making in such a level. But I think the process we actually described is very efficient. And it's definitely doable with the amount of people. Like up to 50 people, you can definitely vote on proposals and know everyone and be able to see, like, man, I was a fucking raid leader on a 40-man raid in World of Warcraft. Like, I could see everything was doing. Like, I could see everybody. You were pressing a wrong button, I fucking knew it. Like, I can't do this, obviously I can. What the fuck? Udini says, just decentralize yourself like CZ. No regulator can come after you. Yeah, man, I'll decentralize myself and go to Malta, though. He didn't stay in mainland. Oh, my God. Do we have a cat? Where's the cat? Ah, here's the cat. Ta-da! Cat, where are you, cat? I think it was very, very successful meeting. I was bearish in the beginning that people like wouldn't show up. People showed up, and we had some really good points to talk about. I'll finish the stream here because I really want to write down all these things. I kept my notes, but they're not perfect. I'm gonna fix them as short as possible, as concise as possible. I don't want to tire anybody, and it should not be a wall of text. Big thanks to Zackbert. Big thanks to Childermas for volunteering, and big thank you to everybody that show up. And guys, I'm going to leave you for now. See you tomorrow. We have poker in the morning. We have team talk at night, and Saturday we have nothing on Saturday. It's going to be the voting day, so we're gonna have proposals. People are gonna be writing things, and voting is gonna start on Sunday, which means most probably we lock the channel and we're gonna only allow the voting. We'll be holding this kind of meetings. It's going to be much more interesting once we have a community fund to manage, an NFT vault to play around, and this is going to actually become very, very interesting for viewers as well. Of course, we have Saturday, we have Warzone. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh my God, Saturday is Warzone. Yes, duos with a ginormous prize, which we clarified. I also clarified it to the team organizing the tournament. It's the reward is depends on the signups. So the more signups, the bigger the reward. If the signups are 3, it's not going to be 250,000 Grape, because like what, 3 out of 3 are gonna get paid. It makes no sense. Guys, these events are for members that are holding 5,000 Grape or more. So if you're not holding 5,000 Grape, you can't even see these channels. If you wanna sign up for the Warzone event, it's here. Poker tournament is here. And if you wanna ask some questions about to us that we're going to answer tomorrow on the team talk, it's going to be there. Yes, Legend, I saw your DM. There's no tweet. It's going to be announced to the people that are going to participate, because the prize is going to be calculated on the spot. So once we have closed the signups and we say, okay, we are 96 people. Yeah, you can retweet. You can retweet. Just say it's going to be up to 250,000. Up to. That's the important part. I will text Swagadoodle to ask him. It's up to. That's all. On this note, I'm gonna let you go, guys, so I can get to work and write all these things. Stay safe. Read the new news articles about Grape. If you have questions about our fundraising, you'll see that the Coin Telegraph, Decrypt, the Block, everybody has released their press release about Grape and the funding round and us breaking Solana. It's funny how they stuck on this narrative, but whatever. Again, thank you everybody. I'll see you. Stay strong, stay green, stay beautiful. And magically the stream is going to end.